YouTubers, this is your boy Amari Points here, bringing you the latest movie review. So today I'm doing my latest movie review on Sonic the Hedgehog. I saw this movie yesterday and whoa, this is just a great video game adaptation of our favorite hedgehog, Sonic. And it basically is telling the story of Sonic and how he's been alone for almost 10 years now. But then all that changes when he meets Tim, played by none other than James Marsden. And these two go on a road trip to San Francisco. But little do they know, someone is tracking them, none other than Dr. Robotnik, aka Eggman, played by none other than Jim Carrey. So it's up to Tim to protect Sonic and get his rings so he can leave Earth and go somewhere else that's safe. But let me tell you, this movie adaptation was spot on, perfect. I loved how they made sure Sonic was perfect, because the first trailer we got of Sonic the Hedgehog, he was just straight up terrible. But I'm glad the directors actually listened to the fans and redid Sonic, because from what I saw in the first trailer, he really wasn't all that good. But now he's perfect. Let me tell you, all the actors in this movie were just hands down perfect, especially the actor that played Sonic. He really brought his character to life, and he captured his charisma. Because Sonic, we know, is just a funny, go-loving hedgehog who is basically just well, Sonic. Of course, he is just a funny, loving guy, and there are a bunch of scenes in this movie where he had me cracking up laughing. He really did. And Tim, played by James Marsden, at first when he sees Sonic, he really doesn't know what to make of him. He knows that, well, he thinks he's an alien, but there are a few funny moments between the two. Especially there was this bar fight scene that I can't really go into right now because I don't want to go into spoilers. It was just so funny though that you'll end up laughing your butts off. You really will. And Sonic calls Tim the Donut Lord, which is funny because, well, you'll see why he calls him that, especially when you go see the movie for yourself to understand why he calls him the Donut Lord. But the person that really blew it away was none other than Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik. We see him in a bunch of funny, weird movies, but this really tops the cake. It is great to see Jim Carrey back being his funny, goofy, loving self in this movie, because we all know Dr. Robotnik has been trying to catch Sonic for years, but as always, he fails, especially in this movie. Every time, like when Dr. Robotnik gets an edge to catch Sonic, he always ends up failing, especially with these new machines that he created. He always seems to fail because Sonic's always stopping him. Yeah, and also I love how, like, there were a few scenes in this movie that Jim Carrey practically stole the whole scenes in them. And he's like, nobody cares. And in one scene, as most of you saw in like one of the trailers before, it was just hilarious. It was hands down hilarious. I can't imagine anyone playing Dr. Robotnik other than Jim Carrey himself. But all in all, there were a few stuff about the movie that I didn't like, such as the road trip scenes the road trip scenes. I feel like we've seen a bunch of this stuff before in a bunch of other movies. Well, it really could have been better if they just, well, I don't know, explored the other worlds that Sonic was supposed to go to, but we didn't. We got to see only Green Hill Town, and basically just this weird, annoying road trip that, well, Tim and Sonic kind of get on each other's nerves throughout the whole road trip, but during like the middle of the movie, they actually learned how to get along with each other and basically just form an unlikely bond with each other. And also, guys, don't forget, stay after the stay after the credits. There's one scene that actually happens during the credits, and the other that happens right after, like the cast. They show the cast members and everything, and you'll be surprised because you'll be seeing a very familiar Sonic the Hedgehog character. I can't tell you who it is because I want you guys to go in there, non spoiled, and see who this familiar, iconic Sonic the Hedgehog character is that I've been talking about, because you'll be blown away by seeing who it is. I was blown away myself. I was shocked. But all in all, I'm serious. You guys are going to be shocked to see who this iconic Sonic the Hedgehog character is. You really will. Trust me. I'm smiling because I know who it is, and I don't want to go into spoilers for anyone. I can tell you that. And what else I can tell you? Go see this movie. It is definitely a must for all the Sonic the Hedgehog fans and future Sonic the Hedgehog fans. You won't be disappointed whatsoever. Trust me. This is definitely a must for current generation and future generations. And on to the positives and negatives. First off are the positives. Sonic the Hedgehog being a funny, iconic character that we all know and love. And again, the actor who played him really brought out Sonic. I was not disappointed at all throughout the whole movie because Sonic basically had some funny scenes that I couldn't help but laugh at. I really couldn't. Also, another positive is James Marsden as Tim. At first, like I told you guys before, he really didn't like Sonic, but as the movie progressed, he really started warming up to him. That's the power of real friendship right there, because he also helped Sonic with his bucket list. I can't tell you what all he put on there because you guys are going to see the movie for yourself to see what he put on there. And the rest of the cast was just phenomenal, hands down perfect, and basically just wonderful. And I loved how we got to see baby Sonic in the beginning because he's just so cute and adorable that you'll love him for sure. And the negatives. First negative is basically the road trip scene. I really thought that it could have been better, like make it more interesting. Instead, it kind of like basically ripped off some of the movies that we've seen with road trips in the past. That was basically a hands down disappointment for me. And another negative is that we don't get to see the worlds that we saw in like most in the trailers. Instead, we only got to see Green Hill Town, the town that Tim was born in. But it would have been nice if they were able to travel to other worlds that Sonic was supposed to go to. because I think that would have been interesting to see, in my opinion. I wanted to see them go to other worlds and just enjoy it, and then like have fun. But maybe the sequel, if we get one, will do that. We never know. It might happen. And that's it for the positives and negatives. On to the rating. I give Sonic the Hedgehog a solid B plus. Hope you guys can see it. It's a solid B plus. Because I did enjoy Sonic, but I was disappointed about the road trip scenes and not being able to go to other worlds. And the rest of the cast really did phenomenal, especially Jim Carrey, James Marsden, and many more. I am looking forward to seeing this sequel to Sonic, if we get one, because I want to see more iconic Sonic the Hedgehog characters that we've seen throughout the years. And if it happens, yes, I will be so happy if we get a sequel. I will be the first person to get my ticket for this sequel and just enjoy myself. I am looking forward to seeing what the future holds for this iconic hedgehog. Trust me, I know there are a bunch of friends who are out there too that are super excited to see what the future holds for Sonic 2. And that's it for my movie review, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with everyone you know. Press the little notification bell at the bottom of my video to get notified when my next movie review is going to be. And be sure to follow me on the Stardust app at Amari106 for my latest movie/trailer reaction. I will see you all soon. Take care and God bless. Peace!